For just over a year now, we've gone on several camping trips together, and the locations are just as varied as the experiences themselves. We've gone from the tops of mountains during a blizzard to the interior grasslands of British Columbia in the middle of summer, where the bugs were relentless. Here's a quick look at some of the experiences we've had together so far. And away we go. Hey guys, thanks for tuning in. Nigel here. Let's start that again. We're here in beautiful Manning Park once again, and we're going to do another winter overnighter or spring overnighter. Yeah. Wherever the water's moving, that's where the thaw happens first in terms of... Alright. He's doing a little thawing himself. Okay, so we made it at the location. Walter's pretty done. I'm pretty tired as well, so we thought let's just stop here. $20 a Canadian Tire, but hey, it'll cut a few things, right? Shave the cedar bark, get some tinder. A lot of those moments were experienced for the first time, and you guys got to see that. But here are my top 5 favorite camping moments. Fishing. Now that's a hell of a thing. My first experience fishing really was a number of years ago, and I threw the line in the first time, and within 5 seconds I caught a fish. So that mentality carried me into my experiences that you saw. I just figured, hey, anything works, I can just throw my line in and get anything. But that was not the case. I was kind of hoping to catch a fish, so that would go well with the rice. Let's throw the line in and see what we can find. We'll see if we get lucky today. Alright, so I got my pole and my fishing gear. Very essential fishing gear. I'm ready to go. I'm like Huck Finn out here. Tom Sawyer, huh? Alright, so I figure I may as well just throw the line in while I'm trying to make a decision here. Got a power bait going this time. tens, maybe hundreds of fish. Small ones jumping. A familiar scene, eh? Except for the hat. So, and the fish just jumped right in front of me. That's fantastic. I love this place. This is a place where fish swim around the line and jump over it. They perform tricks around your hook and your line. Oh. Just a feeding frenzy out there. Unfortunately, I can't cast that far. It's just a waiting game, I guess. I'll try a few different lures or...
There's the bobber. Come on, fishies.
That was a huge fish that just jumped over. Well, I think I'm gonna throw in the towel on the fishing. When I finally caught a fish, man, it was glorious. Oh my God! Look, I got one. Yes! Look, it's so small, but I got one. That feels good, man. Holy crap. That's awesome. Oh, and that fishy smell on the hands. This is 1,000 times more exhilarating than no bites at all. Got one. Yeah. All right. There we go. Oh my. There's nothing like a hot fire when you're in the middle of the woods. And making a fire is not easy, especially when you don't have things like birch bark and other natural materials that light really easily. I'll show you my wood stockpile. There it is. It's not gonna be enough to last all night, but it'll keep me warm for a good portion of the evening, and it'll also cook my food, which is necessary. So I've got my my thin sticks here. Collected a bunch of cedar bark, which is in my pocket. Okay guys, moment of truth here. I did add a little bit of this fire starter. It's just a compressed board, I guess, with some chemicals in it, because I can't really be fooling around now. Cedar bark in there, a little bit of moss. And for me, lighting a fire without a lighter for the first time, that was glorious. got a little flame. Oh, that was tricky to get going. I mean, I'm not out of the woods yet here. Oh, shoot. In goes a cedar bark. But going out without a lighter, that's exhilarating, especially when you get that fire going. Often I've had to rely on store-bought fire starters, and there are so many ways that you can successfully make a fire. Here's a quick look at some of my trials and tribulations and the different methods that I used. Just the fire steel. I got my moss here, a little bit of fire starter on there. Thank you.
From one shaky hand to another.
Yeah. So right here is pitch or dried sap. And grab a handful of twigs. Laundry lint. I'm going to try this without a lighter. This thing's filled with alcohol. Just goes to show if you're one of those outdoorsy people who loves to keep your hands clean. Just using simple cotton balls. Let me show you. See that? It just goes up like lighter fluid or something. In the wintertime, a fire means everything in the world. Without it, obviously you're not gonna be warm and you're not gonna be cooking a whole lot. The water is almost boiling. Soon I will have food for the first time since this morning. Yippee. But what it also means is that you're confined probably to your tent as soon as it gets dark. The first star has come out. I can see it. Can you? Oh, my feet are getting hot here. And while that could be a fun experience, it's no match for sitting next to a fire. Just drying our boots and foot paraphernalia. And she's boiling. That's a roaring fire now. Look at that. You know, I've camped alone a number of times. Of course, it's great to have you guys with me. But there were a couple times, as you saw, where I camped with people, and that's a whole different dynamic. It's water break time, but we're about halfway through the hike here. Okay, we're gonna head out soon.
Good stones here.
For one thing, you don't have to deal with the loneliness. And I'd say it's a lot more fun. You're not really concerned as much for your safety because you got people to help you. Okay, I just fell through the snow, which happens to be over water.
Walking along like a tree like this. My foot fell underneath it, got caught like
Why didn't you call out for help? Y'all know we gotta set up the bedding hours before bedtime. Let's get that loft,
Nigel.
yeah?
when are we gonna get that beef jerky I bought?
I actually dropped it on the way, sorry.
Prost. Prost. Prost.
Cheers, guys. Okay, so as you can see, it's starting to get a little dark. Okay, so it is, 15 after 12. Way past our bedtime. Camping with people that have experience is one thing. Camping with somebody who's never been camping is another. This time, I've got company.
How you doing?
Introduce yourself.
The things that I do for this guy.
Let's do it. And while camping with people with experience in the woods is a lot of fun, and there was something memorable about my trip with Walter. All right, Walt, what kind of tree is this?
You know, the rough feel of it, I think it's probably birch, you know? But hey, by the way, this is a really good fuel. It's gonna start up really quickly.
It's that paper-thin birch bark, huh? Okay, Walt, you're gonna gather this cedar bark, and I'll show you how to scrape it off so it's like good fire starting timber.
Right, man.
That stuff, if it's dry enough, which it feels like it is, it'll go up nicely. Roger. All right, you good?
Roger, Captain.
Okay. What are you doing, Walt?
Trying to get this drone to fly.
Interesting. Interesting. And we're gonna set up the tarp somewhere so we could, I don't know, maybe get a fire going. We're gonna try. Well, you alright?
Nigel, just close it, dude.
Close what?
Close it. The sleeping bag, dude, please. Okay. The red one, just close it.
Alright.
Are you closing it?
Yeah.
It's freaking freezing. Dude. Just close it, thank you.
Right here. There's a little Velcro thing. There you are. Hey, you're nice and sealed now.
Thank you, Nigel. Nigel, can you refer it?
Dude, you look like an Egyptian sarcophagus. Most of the time when I go out, especially to a new location, I've got my trusty tent. But there were a few times where I improvised and created a little tarp shelter. The forecast for this evening and tomorrow is partially sunny, so it's snowing a little right now, but the clouds are pretty sparse, so it's just going to come in bands, I think. So I'm coming in with a just a tarp, no lighter, just a flint striker, and I've got some high hopes to get a good fire going and try a new tarp setup as well. So this is what I got so far. It's very sad and droopy, isn't it? Welcome. So this is home for tonight. This is home for tonight. And guys, this is home for tonight. Well, a tent sure beats a tarp, that's for sure. So I think I fixed the shelter, but let me show you what I did. Let's turn you around here. So I ditched the the tripod, and what I did was I just did it sort of an A-frame, and then tied it to a big anchor rock. So that gave me the tension that I needed to have a fairly decent, ridge line. And of course the rocks on the 4 points. And as long as the wind doesn't pick up, I should be right as rain. The thing about just a tarp is you feel completely exposed.
As you can hear, the rain came in. It's been raining pretty much all morning / night. Parts of my bed are soaked. Just the end tips. As you can see, I've had to crawl in head first, as opposed to the other way around last night, because the weather came in, started snowing pretty hard, and my face was getting snowed on, so I thought may as well switch it around and let the snow fall on my feet.
And one of those times I had a little animal encounter. Sleep was a little bit harder to come by that night.
Just heard a weird noise. Alright, so I just saw some eyes looking back at me. Oh boy.
And when you've got a simple tarp shelter, you are at Mother Nature's mercy. I want to give you an overview of my little tarp shelter here. Here's the back end. This is the side that's getting hit by a lot of wind. It's actually coming right through here, straight through here, and swirling around through there. So I beefed up this side with some boughs. Part of the awning, attached to that tree. Here's the front. That's where I'm going to try and sleep tonight. Sorry for the shaking here. So that side's also beefed up a little bit. Got the back side tapered out and attached to little pegs that I made. The other end, you can kind of see there. I'm going to change out of these snow pads, hang them up on the cross string that's holding up my tarp, and maybe crawl into bed and sort of wait out this wind and snow for the next 10 hours. Alright, here I am in my little cocoon. This tarp is just blowing up against my face, so I'm just gonna have to wait. I'll see you guys in the morning. I'm quite tired. It's time to... Hopefully I survive the night. Good night, everybody. Okay guys, it's morning. It's about 8 o'clock. The weather's really come in. It's blowing really strong. Just a quick look at my shelter. Sorry. The wind blew snowdrifts right into my tarp. I don't know if you can see that, but that's an entire like 2 or 3 feet of snow up against the back of my shelter. So I'm gonna stop filming for a bit and head on down.
All right, folks, it's dinner time.
And above all else, my favorite thing, food. Especially after a long hike where you're feeling exhaustion, maybe you're a bit cold. A hot meal quickly turns things around. Just waiting for the coals to die down, and then or the fire to die down, then I'll start cooking the steak.
All right, boys and girls, we got steak on the menu tonight.
Oh yeah. Boneless ribeye steak here. Get some spice on that steak, huh? There it is.
I've designated Nathan the chef in terms of cooking the steak because I burn them.
Oh yeah. Salisbury steak time, eh? Can you guess what I'm gonna eat tonight? Just a pouch of rice. It's about that time for dinner. This Caribbean rice. Rice. This is dinner for tonight. Alright, so for dinner tonight, no surprise. The season change, rice. It smells ready. it looks ready. There's some protein, some corn. That'll stay with me for a while.
We may die of a heart attack. Today for dinner we have dehydrated chili, store-bought.
Folks, that's a tater.
Alright, so I got my stick of butter. I'm not gonna put the whole damn thing in. Look at those mushies, eh? Get some onions in there too. Alright folks, dinner is done.
Oh man, that is good.
Let's see how she tastes.
So once I finish this, I'm gonna crawl back and, or I'm gonna crawl into the tent, and that's where I'll join you. But I'm gonna enjoy this and touch base with you in a moment.
That steak was delicious. This was a short one, but still a good one.
It's time for me to turn in. Good night, guys. Good night.
This was an awesome trip.
Well, that was an unexpected but delightful trip.
Man, this was a good one. Anyways, guys, this was an awesome, awesome time. This was fabulous. I had a fabulous time here. This was a very hot and buggy, shorter trip, but it was an absolute blast. Thank you guys for watching. Anyways, guys, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching.
Thanks for tuning in.
Thank you for watching. Thank you all for watching. Beautiful weather, beautiful sights, and I can't wait for the next one. And I'll see you on 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 the next one.
See you on the next one.
Catch you all on the next one.
And I'll see you on the next one.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys. Bye, guys.
Appreciate all you guys watching. Hope you enjoyed this one. And I'll catch you on the next one. See you guys.